to you.
Oh, okay.
This is my women's spirituality scarf. I got it my first semester in my doctoral program. I actually found it at a concert. This is technically not mine, and if it's yours, you can't have it back. I spent a lot of time thinking about what artifacts do I have that matter to me, and I spend a lot of time actually I'm hiding who I am. A lot of time hiding who I am. You might have noticed in your program that I'm from the other university. I'm from Holy Names University, smack in the middle of all the San Francisco stage people. They adopted me. Technically, I flew out of the nest and then I had to come home again. I didn't used to hide a lot of my identity. I didn't. But as I've gotten older, I find that I actually need them less and less, the identifiers. But there's really something helpful about being sort of blendable in different places and different ways. So I think very carefully about what I bring wherever I go. These travel with me a lot, and I'm going to hand them to you. They're very hot. And eventually they're going to end up with the lady with all those badges over there. I was thinking about when it was that I began to cover and hide the scars, both visible and invisible. Some of them stopped serving me, but some of them I learned very quickly were dangerous. And I wanted to go far. So I gathered my women's spirituality scarf around me, and I went looking for what I could take with me. And I have to change identities a lot. Hi, Lee.
Hi.
Hi, Jane. Susan! Wow! You're blocking my bags. So I need to get by you. Okay, thank you. I'll be coming back through that way. You can sit back down now. So I began looking for when it happened, and I remembered the moment. I remember it so clearly. I was in my graduate program, doctoral graduate program, and I had to learn a foreign language. And I have problems with my brain. I laugh. I do all the time. So memory is a problem for me. It's always been a problem. Anybody who's ever been my teacher knows that. And so I figured out that I learn with the body. The body is my best teacher, you know. It tells me everything I need to know in any situation. And that's really important when you're trying to figure out who you need to be in any given situation. So I had to go back and learn a foreign language. So I decided I was going to learn American Sign Language. Because I thought, silly me, that it might be somatically based. It is to a certain degree. But it's also a language just like every other language, and it has grammar and syntax, and order and spelling and all that crap that you can learn. But I was going back to junior college. So I felt like I needed to disguise to a certain degree some of my credentials in the classroom. And so I had to do this assignment, and I was pretty much failing ASL. I eventually passed it, but I had to take it a couple times. Shocking. Same thing happened with math. It really is the brain. The brain that got hit when it was 3 by a little boy because I was the Indian and he was the cowboy. And I didn't find out until I was in my 30s that he had hit the part of the brain that holds the capacity to keep memory well. So there I am in ASL trying to remember, and I take this beautiful, beautiful goddess, millennial goddess. She was created in 1999 going into 2000 by an artist in Europe, and I love her because she is this modern version. Imagine the rivers and the trees, and so I covet her. And I took her to my quiz, where you're supposed to describe the object and why you love the object and what the object means to you, and and if you haven't figured it out, I'm embedded in ecofeminist, earth-based spirituality, but maybe you don't know that. Some people don't. It's amazing. So there I was in my quiz, and I took it, and they videotape you. I see you videotape you. We can't speak clear. So that she can really inspect your hands and really make sure you're doing it just right. And so I took her, and she was both comforting and something I could describe. I have forgotten almost all of my American Sign Language now, so I can't even begin to describe what I described that day. But I thought she was fairly benign. After the quiz was over, this woman who I had thought was a friend and who I thought got me like on a got me level, like I don't get you but I got you level. She grabbed it and she said, "Oh my God, if I owned something like this, I would throw it under a truck." I went to talk to my teacher, but I couldn't speak her language. So I couldn't tell her how hurt I was, how violated I was, how another student had shattered a part of my heart. So I became a little bit less visible, but a much better teacher.
opportunity that I get to teach semantics in all of my classes. It's a lot of fun. It's a little selfish,